We are at ETHGlobal in Cannes.
We're literally right on the beach.
A lot of people.
And we're here hacking like the future of Ethereum and pushing the boundaries.
You have the movie people, and now we have this gang of hackers going around.
Day one.
This is history in the making for Ethereum.
I'm so excited right now. It's so fun. We're so lucky, all of us.
The fireworks was amazing. Like just getting to see the combination of the locals, the hackers.
You see all these people on their keyboards typing all night long. It's fantastic. Really gives you the vibes that you can do things.
My highlight has been to walk around and see everyone at 5 a.m. Hacking and competing together.
Day 3, the ends inside. I kind of had to pivot 10 hours ago. A lot of coffee since then.
In the judging sessions, I've seen a lot of teams that are like AI plus DeFi, very hands-on.
A lot of the hackers stayed up the whole night because we are seeing a lot of commits at like 3 a.m., 6 a.m.
Everyone has great ideas, and I really can't wait to see who wins.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kartik, one of the co-founders of ETHGlobal, and I am super excited to welcome all of you to the closing ceremony for ETHGlobal Cannes. Give ourselves a massive round of applause. It has been a big surprise to us on how big this event became and the number of projects we saw. So we're running 1 hour behind, but this is like the best version of being late because we had to judge 100 more projects than expected. Okay, you are at an ETHGlobal event, and our goal is to onboard thousands of developers into the Web3 ecosystem. And this was our third event of 2025 that's in person. It's over 1,000 people. This is our first time here, and we're super excited to offer this amazing experience to all of you. This is a first of many things we've done for the first time at a hackathon. But the best part I want to focus on is the 1,150 incredible people that are in this building that were part of this whole event. 835 of them were hackers from 67 different countries, and 29% of them were existing Web2 engineers trying Web3 for the first time. We, of course, saw people from all six continents, all 6 inhabitable continents, and, of course, to no one's surprise, so many incredible people from all across Europe. We're going to go into what today, the whole weekend was about, and I want to also start off by thanking 182 of our amazing ecosystem sponsors and partners and the 23 technical mentors who helped all of these hackers really get to the finish line with their projects. So please join me in thanking. Wait, no, hold up. It's a lot of summary. It's a long day for me. We had 22 workshops, no talks because this is not a conference, and we're going to talk about all the prizes that all of you are going to win in just about an hour. There's a lot of prizes and a lot of excitement, and I know exactly all the things that are going on internally with all of our partners, and I can't wait for all of you to find out. I want to now thank our 28 incredible partners. So please join me in giving a massive round of applause to the 28 incredible companies that helped make this possible, starting with 1inch, Layer 0, Worlds, Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance, Avail, Chainlink, Circle, ENS, Ethereum Foundation, Flare, Flow, Fluid, Sedera, Katana, Ledger, Oasis, Solve the Graph, Walrus, Zirkit, Privy, Ronin, Euler, Saga, Zero G, Intmax, Hardhat, and Mantle. All of these protocols will tell you who won their bounties, and we're going to go into all of that very soon, but we're here to see the best of what came out of this weekend. Now, this is a hackathon. Our goal here is to show the incredible projects that were built in just the last 36 hours. And we're going to talk about some of the amazing outcomes. The focus very much is on builders. That's the energy we want to foster. That's the thing we care about the most. And the most important part of all of this thing is that we want you to actually leave on this Sunday learning something that you did not know 2 days ago, whether it's how to use a specific library or a new function that you learned about that can help you save some time in the next feature implementation, to just simply learning about a new tech that you didn't know. That's kind of the goal, and if you feel like you even got a little bit smarter, that's mission accomplished. Now, 835 hackers spent all of Friday, all of Saturday night till Sunday, to build a lot of cool projects. And at 9 a.m., we saw 334 projects. This is a massive number of projects we've seen. It blew our own expectations out of the water, and that took a lot of time to make sure we get all of them judged starting at 9:30 a.m. I want to give a massive round of applause to everybody who submitted, and especially our judges who spent all of their morning and early afternoon really talking to all these teams. I want to give a shout out to Alex, Sean, Tobias, Daniel, Yashim, Alex, Ben, Mike, Yaniv, Danning, Pierre, Martin, Carl, Nicholas, Paul, Henry, W, and Joey. Some of them are still here in the room. Some of them are probably not going to come back to this event after what we put them through today. But we're excited that their hard work is going to be shown, and your hard work is going to be shown here on stage. After all of this, we landed on some incredible projects. And this is how tired I am, because I'm forgetting what the next slide is. So you're going to have to forgive me, and we're going to edit this part out. But before we get into some of the top teams, we want to quickly talk about how the NFCs have gone. We try to understand how this whole mini city lives. And it's been a really fun experiment for us this year and last year to kind of understand a lot of this and try to put this on chain. We got a lot of you just eating food. About 4,000 people consumed different sort of meals. And this doesn't even count all the snacks or the number of pop soda consumed. 747 double opted into getting to know each other, and 843 workshop attendances. So I really hope that you ended up learning something brand new, and you now know how to use at least one new protocol that you didn't on Friday. So that's kind of the stats. The thing I want to talk about is basically our 10 finalists. 334 projects, and from this massive list, we made a short list of 10 finalist teams. So for the first time on stage, please join me in congratulating our 10 finalists. And these are our 10 teams: BeamPay, POAP Privacy, Only Danks, Previous Cycle, Polybat, Chromamind, Live Stakes, Privacy Link, Space Club, and Hashlocked. These 10 teams are going to come on, demo live what they built, and then we're going to talk about all the prizes. But before I go into that, I want to show every project that was submitted here. This is all 334 teams, and that's just page one of many, because we couldn't fit everybody here. Just because you were not one of these 10 teams does not mean you were not good enough or there was something wrong. The goal with the finalists is to show super cool projects that are trying to be ready for people to use immediately, which is them being live, ready to have people try it out. And we want to make sure that you know that we want you to work on these things after this weekend ends. Our goal is to help support you, realize your projects, and make them come to life, which means we can help connect you to any of the protocols, any of our judges, any of the companies or investors in this space. And if you really want to continue this, we want to help make sure you get there. And we have a lot more coming on that, which I'll talk to you about in our Spotlight program. So an incredible, incredible number of teams all listed here. And I want to thank all of you for spending your weekend with us. All of this is live and public now on ETHGlobal.com/showcase, so you'll get to see the whole list. And very soon, you'll also get to see who won what prizes. And before we go into the demos of those 10 teams, I want to take a quick second and remind all of you to quickly scan this and fill this out if you can now, because it will take 60 seconds. And it's just a quick feedback survey about your experience with this event. You can rate things out of 10. How good was the food? How good was the mentorship? How good was the MC on stage? What can we do better? What could we not do moving forward? What should we continue doing? Basic things, rate things out of 10, and help us really make this better. We do these events every few weeks, so anything we hear that we know could be done better, we get to change that immediately 4 weeks from now, and another 1,000 people now see a better version of this event. And we get to make a lot more people more happy and excited about being in this space. So do me a favor. I read every single comment that gets posted here, including all the bad ones, and I reply to some of the really bad ones too. But anything you say here will be treated seriously, and let us know what we should continue doing or what we should do more of. Okay, that's all the talking from me. We're going to kick off our very first live finalist demo for this event. So please give a massive round of applause to the very first team, Live Stakes.
Hi, everyone. Today, we will be presenting livestakes.fun. Are you ready? So a bit about us. We are content strategists. We are designers and systems and programmers people. And we are here in the space hearing a lot of words, we are going to make it. But we are here coming to show you how we are going to make it. So what is Live Stakes? We are a betting platform creating parallel prize pools for hackathons. So winning hackers earn more and bettors profit. Let's give it a look. So we've made plenty of interviews with all the hackers participating in ETHGlobal. And we asked, what is your project and what is your strategy for winning? Because it's important to win, right? So let's watch some videos. I think the audio is not playing, so I'm going to upload.
So this professional hacker is cleaning his keyboard and he's ready to win the hackathon. Ankit, what's your project and what are you solving?
Let's watch one more.
So this Turkish hacker is fidgeting with one hand and hacking with the other. Hello, tell us what you are doing.
I'm building an LLM for agents and using
and many, many more videos alike explaining about their project and their strategies. So now, we've been keeping up with all these hackers for a while now, and we would like to place some bets on them. We believe in them. They have records of winning, so let's make some bets. I believe Ankit is a good guy. He has the aura, he has the energy, and he has the strategy. So let's bet. So here we are going to go all in on him, because this time, that's how we are feeling. We are connecting, confirming, and here we are placing the bet. We think he's going to make it, and he explained everything very straightforward. So our bet is placed now, and in some way you can understand we have put our money on Ankit. Ankit, we hope that you're going to make it this time. But the nice thing about this is that Live Stakes is creating a parallel pool. So originally, we have these two prizes, ETHGlobal main prize, and then we have the side tracks for the sponsors. But what we are enabling is a completely separate pool. Let's say everyone who's betting, it reaches up to $100,000. Now we have an extra $100,000 allocated for people who are winning the hackathon. So we made a model, and we're like, so let's have everyone incentivized in this. What if Ankit actually wins? So if Ankit won, he's going to make 20%. That means all hackers who are participating will get 20% revenue share from the pool because they actually were committed. They went all in. We believed in them, and they believed in us. And the rest is going to be distributed back to the people who bet. Those who didn't win, maybe you should try next time. So here's the formula. It's a bit complicated. We can look at it later if you want. But, you know, mathematics stuff. And yeah, just to tell you something, the algorithm loves us. We posted a video very organically, randomly as well, with Ankit. And then here you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see we got 9,922 views in one day or about 2 days. A lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of attention. So in some way, it's like, think about it as this flywheel effect of algorithm virality, content attention for these hackers, for ETHGlobal, money allocation. It's all these hype and energy craze that you see in meme markets, but now we have it at hackathons. So more money is coming here, more attention. If you are a hacker and you're betting, you're building, and you want to win, your mom can now bet on you. Your girlfriend can bet on you. And, you know, we're all going to make it together. But we're not done yet. Now let's assume I'm also an aspiring angel, or I would like to be a VC, or maybe a judge in the future, replacing the judges that are here today. So I'm building my track record. I have 156 total bets already, almost 68.5 win rate, and some money made on the platform. So I can convince the ETHGlobal guys, Y Combinator Startup School, A16Z, hey guys, I've been betting on your events for some years now. And I think you should consider me to be a judge, a partner, or something in your company as a community person who's judging these hackathon winners. Because why not? Let's bring more attention to these people. They're doing cool shit and, the cool stuff. And we are all gonna have this lovely energy together. Besides this, what we have, well, let's cut it short. We are going to be channeling funds to the ecosystem. We're channeling attention to hackers, and we're enabling track record for people who are hackers, judges, etc. So, in some way, we will conclude this by saying, if you are a hacker and you win, we are betters and we win, and they, the organizers, they also win. So, that's how we are all going to make it. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We'll move on to the next demo.
Thank you so much. Live stakes with fun. Keep
And the best part is this is live.
Yeah.
This is actually a website that's live. I'll have you take your laptop too, so we'll get the next team set up. And the cool part that I actually forgot to say, and I'll wait for the camera to go back up, is we're going to be doing something nice and special for a lot of the finalist teams, all the finalist teams. Can we get the camera, please, on the screen? They're going to be getting a trophy. Hopefully you can zoom in. There we go. It's a really nice trophy that every team member is going to get, and it really kind of looks very similar to the film festival trophy, which we thought was pretty nice to do. All right, with this, we are ready for our second demo. Please give a massive round of applause for HashCloaked.
Hello. Yay. All right, I'll introduce myself. I'm Leon. I'm the only one in the team, and I'm going to talk about something that is very important for the DeFi world. Hopefully, all of you know that cross-chain swaps require bridges mostly. And one of the worst things that has been happening to bridges is, getting hacked. Like 2.8 billion in the last couple of years, which is not really good for anyone in the crypto, in the ecosystem. So I decided to go and build, or come and build, something that is cryptographically secure and utilizes very well-known tool set and how to say project. I mean 1inch. Probably all of you have heard of them and used them. So whole idea is that 1inch currently supports EVM to EVM atomic swaps through their Fusion Plus. But I decided to extend it and bring Bitcoin ecosystem to Ethereum world and connect it to 1inch through 1inch contracts. So I'll just yay. So you're gonna see lots of command line stuff for the demo. So to explain an atomic swap, you have two sides. One side creates a secret, locks the assets, shares the hash. Second one also locks the assets and says that, okay, whoever holds the secret will unlock these funds. So I'm going to demonstrate that on Sepolia and Bitcoin testnet 4. Let's start with seeing all the comments. Let's start creating an order. So here I am creating an order saying that, okay, I want to swap some Ethereum for some Bitcoin. Next thing that happens is that someone comes in and says, okay, I will swap my Bitcoin for your Ethereum. Now comes the cool stuff. Whoever wanted to sell Ethereum deploys the escrow contract, and it lives on Sepolia testnet for now. And also puts Ethereum in the contract so the taker can unlock it. Next part, and also you can see that whoever will sell Bitcoin has already generated the Bitcoin address where they will lock the Bitcoin. So let's now do that. We will create, oh, it's here. So here is the Bitcoin transaction that shows some funds, 100,000 sats. And now what we need to do as a person who wanted to sell Ethereum, we just need to unlock those funds using our secret that we generated. Yay, and the transaction is here. Now, cool part about atomic swaps is that by design, if one party unlocks the funds, they reveal their secret. And if you go to the transaction, you will see that this is actually the secret that order creator had, or order maker had generated in the beginning. Now, since this lives on chain, the other party performs last operation. They can go ahead and claim the tokens on Sepolia. And that's what I'm doing just now. Yeah, let's wait for 12 seconds. Yay, it's here. Now let's again wait a bit. Oh, and as you can see, I used this secret, exactly this secret, to unlock the funds. And I got my, well, 0.01 Ethereum plus some additional fee. That's it. Thank you.
Amazing. A live Bitcoin swap with Ethereum and on 1inch. So we're already getting into real cool stuff being actually shipped and ready for you to use. All right, time for demo number 3. Please welcome Pace Club.
All right, hey, how's it going? I'm Claudia, this is Vanessa, and we built Pace Club, where pace meets presence. So the problem right now is we're seeing a huge surge of run clubs, and of those run clubs, 84%, actually 89% of them are women, and a large part is that women tend to work out more when there's social connection, and the majority of them do feel unsafe running alone, so that pushes them. So our solution is Pace Club, which is a privacy-first platform, helping women find different buddies when it comes to their pace, their vibe, and their schedule. So we'll go into the demo.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our journey, and we'll log in using Privy. All right, so next we're going to verify our gender, and we use self-ID here. So I'm going to scan with my QR code. And if you haven't used self-ID, basically you are able to scan a passport, and so you can have all your verification data on chain. And so I'm going to go ahead and verify. The proof does take a couple of seconds for it to go through. And it looks like I'm verified, and you can see the little F down here. So next I'm going to sign in using Strava so I can get my race information, my running history. So we'll go ahead and authorize that. All right, and then this is what your dashboard is gonna look like, your profile. So it's pulling in some of my latest runs, it's some different achievements I've had. So I mostly run on the road, so I'm a road warrior, but if you have a lot of trail running, you'll have a different kind of badge. And so this is the profile card that is going to be used to link you up with other runners. And so let's say you just wanna update that, maybe like your vibes changed a bit. So now I'm more of a chill runner, I feel super zen. And for my bio, it's we like to yap and run. And for our location, let's set Austin. Actually, no, it's too slow for Austin. Let's do something like Portland. All right, and then preferred run time. Let's do early morning. Who doesn't love getting an early morning run? And so we're gonna put this information on chain, and we're using this, we're using Flow on this section. And the reason why we have this on chain is that we think it'd be actually kind of cool to keep that information of how you change as a runner to also just share that with other runners as well. And so that is complete. And then you can see here, my info has changed. So now I'm in Portland. I like early running, and I have a chill pace. And now we're going to show you what it looks like if you try to verify and you try to get on the platform if you are not a woman. So I'm going to just log out and just clear everything here. So Claudia will demonstrate that for you.
All right, so we're connecting. Change accounts, update, connect. All right, pulling up self. And let's click to verify. I'm scanning it with my phone. Perfect, hold to verify. Now it's loading. Okay, and here's our prompt. Hey, it's so cool you want to join, but actually if you have a sister, mom, or your significant other, let them know about the app. Let's inspect and see what happened. Go ahead.
And just for this one, for the example, the reason why you're not getting verified is because the passport that we have is mock info, but the gender is male, his name is John, and he's from the US. And that's our demo. But real quick, while I have everybody's attention, if you're here, maybe you've seen me walking around, and I promised Kartik I'd be fast, but make sure you get the TechNac Protocol app. Save your TechNac. You can get it at technacprotocol.app. Goodbye. Thank you, everybody.
Amazing demo. I definitely have TechNac. All right, on to the demo number 4. Please welcome Privacy Links.
Hi, everyone. My name's Emilian. This weekend I built Privacy Link to try and make privacy easy by default. So there's a privacy problem in Ethereum L1. Right? Every transaction you make, every purchase, linked to your address. And if you leak your address, you can, well, I can know everything about you as a person, right? So Vitalik said this week, we have the tools to build better privacy today. So I looked at those solutions. On Ethereum, for example, you have privacy pools, which is a mixer with proof of non-malicious sources. Some L2s like Aztec also have zero-knowledge privacy. You have off-chain TEs as well. That's pretty cool. All of those kind of have downsides, right? Like Aztec is not yet live, sadly. Off-chain TEs, they're off-chain. And privacy pool is quite tedious to use. If you don't really need that privacy, you're not going to make the effort. So I thought, OK, this is we can change, and that's what I tried to solve. Privacy Link is a browser extension that's going to come and replace your wallet. You give it your privacy pool secret, and then it creates new account for every website you browse to in Web3. And it's going to create a transaction to fund your wallet from privacy pools, so from private sources, not linked to your funds and not linked to any other of your transactions. I think we can look at a demo. Yeah, that's the extension on Chrome. I can't really zoom on it. Yeah, I hope it's good. That's the extension. It has an address spoofing mode. So the Web3 app you visit is going to think you're someone with a lot of ETH, because otherwise they don't let you do anything. Yeah, and we can look at Uniswap, for example. It's all on testnet. I can connect. I say MetaMask, but it's going to go directly to Privacy Link. I can see my current session here. It generated. On EtherScan, we can see it's a brand new address, so nothing ever happened on it before. And but for Uniswap, I'm a cool cat that has 11 ETH, so I can still do stuff. So let's try and do a swap. It might complain about slippage because this is testnet, and I completely emptied that pool over the weekend. But we can try it out. So I can swap. It tells me I have a transaction to approve. Okay, I can approve it here. And then we see, okay, it withdraws from the privacy pool, so it gets brand new funds to fund your address. And then it's going to execute the transaction as well. So hopefully it works. Or it might revert because of slippage. Yeah, it works. And then we can see the transaction soon enough. Here we saw that it worked and that now our account has been funded with 0.01 ETH. So that's pretty much the core feature. Then we can, okay, sorry. Then we can also, it's going to disappear. Okay, then we can also pay using Chainlink CCIP. We can send any tokens from the mainnet to a destination address. And that means also we inherit the privacy properties so that we can fund and send payments to chains, to addresses on different chains while still having the privacy properties of privacy pools on mainnet. And that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely incredible. This was a simply amazing demo. Can't believe this got working in just the weekend. And we're going to see a lot more privacy as a big theme. So with that, let's go on to our next demo. And for this, I'd like to bring on BeamPay. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hi, everybody. How are you today? Nice. Me too. So, BeamPay. The main problem is that while you transfer ERC20 tokens, you can't add metadata to the transaction. You just put amount, and that's it. And currently, many payment systems, many payment gateways, as you see on the screenshot, do like decoding information of payment in micro-VA, microcents, in numbers after the dot, or sometimes they generate a lot of wallets and it's not very convenient to manage them. So we produced a solution for this, and it is both single chain and multi-chain. So there are 4 slides and live demo then. That is how it works. We made EIP 7702 transactions to our own delegator on Ethereum, Flow, and Zircuit chains, and our own contract eventer, which emits event for our backend or CRM or beneficiary system indexing. So we make like a batch transaction via our delegator, some kind of sandwich, I don't know, with the commit transaction to our eventer, with the row transfer, and then reveal transaction, which checks that it is safe, it is not, I don't know, re-entered or something, and then it emits event we can trust. It uses transient storage as it is one transaction, so it is efficient. Also, we made multi-chain compatible solution for Circle's CCTP v2 it fires the same event, but works in another way. Same using EIP 7702. Nice. And also we created EIP draft. You have 5 seconds to scan QR code if you want. Because we believe that this standard can be like kind of universal and can be integrated. Okay. This is our example shop. And here we already have some orders from our demonstrations, and we have some products, some t-shirts we are selling. They have different prices and sometimes same prices. And okay, I am user and I want to buy a t-shirt with Angelina Jolie, of course. I put my name and I want it here, okay, on ETHGlobal. So I buy it. And I have my order ID. This is my metadata I want to have. I want the shop to get back after when I pay. So we implemented our own browser wallet for this, which does EIP 7702 transactions with our own delegator. So let's use Zircuit network and pay for this order. We see the metadata, the order ID. We do send payment. We can see this order has just been created. We wait for several seconds. It is paid. It was indexed by our system, and it was, you have seen it was only one transaction with native ERC20 transfer, sandwiched by our commit and reveal small, very gas efficient transactions. And yeah, it worked. So
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love how casually they're just talking about extending the 7702 protocol, making a browser wallet, and a full application just to a demo. What? Congrats. All right, we're going to get ready for the next demo, and that is only Danks. Please give them a big round of applause.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Fabian. This is Paul, this is Patrick, and for this hackathon we've built only Danks, the first truly private chat experience on Ethereum. When we came here we thought, how safe are your messages really? And I guess you all know this guy, that's Pavel Durov, the founder of Telegram, and when he last flew to France he suddenly got arrested because the government wanted to build a backdoor into Telegram. Privacy is freedom, that's what Vitalik said as well. And we've read through his last roadmap for 2025, which is why we built this communications tool to enhance privacy. And now Paul is taking over with the demo.
Okay, so let's go into the demo. So we've built an app and a front end. And so now we want a message from the front end, from our laptop to our app. And for that, first of all, we connect our wallet. Sign a message. And now we can register a name for our messaging service. For now, let's use Kartik. Submit that. Let's refresh and see what that does. Yeah, now there is it. We mint the ENS. So now the second step will be setting a record on our ENS name. And now we're in the messaging application. Now let's connect my phone real quick and see how that goes. 1 second. Yeah, Oh, sorry guys about that. Yeah, now we're in the messaging app on the phone, and now we can message the user, the phone user, and that we do by user1. It's the username. .eth, and press enter. Now we can see our user, send him a message, and it should go through any minute. Let's try it again. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. So, 1 second. Yeah, here. The Kartik sent us a message. Yeah, that's it. And now Patrick's going to talk about the technical stuff.
Yeah, so for the technical stuff, when you want to send a message to someone, we will look up in the ENS registry the public key, which will be set as a text record. We generate an ephemeral key pair, use the private key of that ephemeral key pair, and the recipient's public key to generate a shared secret using Diffie-Hellman. It's actually a similar thing than that the Ethereum stealth addresses use. And we use that then to sign and encrypt a message. And this will be then submitted to the blobs. That's also why the messages take like a couple of seconds to be submitted, because it's not just handled by backend, it's directly submitted to the Ethereum blockchain. And when you want to receive a message, first, you can either use our stateless backend, but since it's stateless, you can also self-host it easily. It's just to make the flow a bit smoother from the front end. There you can get the list of all the ephemeral public keys which have been submitted together with the encrypted messages on-chain. You can use them to calculate the shared secret as well, and search for messages which have the hash of that shared secret in them to figure out which blobs have messages you can decrypt those messages, and then finally read the message and look at the signature to know who sent you this message. So with this whole flow, we can really make sure that no one knows who you're chatting with, or that no one sees the content of the messages, or you don't even see like if multiple messages are for the same person, similar as the Ethereum stealth address. Yep.
Thank you guys. If you want to use the chat, please follow us on Instagram, on Twitter and X, and we're going to send updates there.
Awesome. That, for the record, was not me. And somebody is pretending to be me. That's not good. Well, amazing demo, you guys. Congratulations. And next up, we're going to bring on POAP Privacy. Please give them a big round of applause.
How are we getting on, guys? We are POAP Privacy. If you can't tell already by our name, we love POAPs. But they come at a cost of privacy. And unfortunately, every time you mint a POAP, every time anyone can look at your transactions via your public key and basically see where you are at that specific time. So obviously, this is not ideal for anyone who is even going around in ETH Cannes and going from event to event. Basically, that means anyone can basically track your footsteps. Yeah, for influencers, this is obviously not ideal, or just normal people who care about privacy. So the way we solved this was actually with privacy stealth addresses. So we'll talk more about that later, and maybe we'll do a quick demo of how it works.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Hi, everyone. So first, I'll show you this QR code, so it'll be quick. You can test it yourself. It's the Genesis first stealth POAP. We'll try to distribute them later. Hope you guys got it. If not, then you would also need this secret phrase to go to the special POAP. So, essentially, it works like we, as usual, typing down our ENS and generating the random address for each time, for each POAP. Then we're clicking the mint button and broadcasting the announce event, which is the stealth addresses ERC. Everything was so smooth for me because I already have the passkey set up. For you, the process is going to be slightly more complex. But in the future, maybe next time in Cannes, everybody will be minting the stealth POAPs. That will be awesome and amazing. And later, to make sure that you guys can always find your POAPs, there's a special page when you're connecting your passkeys, some magic and cryptography is happening, and you can see it here. Later, you'll be able to claim it back. So now I'll try to, first I'll probably show the proof that it's actually minted. I think it kind of makes sense to do. I might need to restart the process over for that. Just trust me. Try it yourself, actually. So now a little bit about the technical part. I don't want to go very deeply into the details. There is a beautiful ARC from 2 years ago. It was, 3 years ago. Wow, time passes so quickly. It's not that broadly adopted. Here is that beautiful page that we was doing on a daily basis for the past 2 days. And essentially, it looks like this very long address. It's called stealth meta address, which is being associated with your public key. And it does not reveal your private stealth addresses by any means. So out of that, we are generating the 2 key pairs. One of them is the spending, and the other one is viewing. So each time when we are sending the POAP to the new address, we can essentially generate as many of those as we want. And then how do we know if somebody sent the address to this? How do we know if somebody sent the funds or the POAP to this address? We would need to use the parts of these keys. Some magic and cryptography will happen, just as I said, and you guys will be able to see that. So essentially, what you saw on that beautiful page, I will go through that once more. This address. Alrighty, and this broadcast event is only happening for the demo purposes. It's going to be done for you automatically by the POAP team. So it's done. We can see the address. Go into the Gnosis scan. Looking it up, NFT transfers, and here it is. And we can also see that on my POAPs page after I connect the passkeys. So that's pretty much it. That was our hack. Thanks, everybody.
Amazing. This is a live integration to making POAPs private. Who got Patricio's POAP here this weekend? There you go. And now you can hide the fact that you were in France. Amazing. I'm not saying you have to, but you can. Okay, demo number 8. Please give a massive round of applause to Chromamind.
Hello there, ETHGlobal Cannes. Hi there.
And for this one, I have agreed to be part of this demo, and I have no idea what it is. So this should be fun for mostly you. Oh no. Okay. I was like, you can't break this? All right. I think you should tell people what I'm signing up for, and then I'll sit down.
First, put on the glasses, then we will explain.
This is not a negotiation, sir. All right. Close my eyes. Okay. This is not going to look good on the internet. I just know this. My eyes are closed. Can I tell people what's going on?
So,
okay.
Now that he doesn't listen to us, we can start with the presentation. So, you see this guy? This is going to be him in a few minutes. And this is what happens after he tried our device for the first time. So, why does this happen? This happens because our device is blinking the lights at a specific frequency, and also the headphones are playing some really particular sounds. They are all backed by science, and the combination of the two things is basically putting the brain into a deep relaxation mode, and just after 10 minutes of using the device, or maybe even after 5, you will wake up really, really awake and fresh. So we built this old device here. We brought a 3D printer. We brought a lot of hardware. And we are really proud of being able to construct such a complex thing in just the span of a few hours. Yes. So how did we integrate the blockchain? We have been using Circuit to create NFTs of the experiences, which are just basically patterns of the lights and what you hear. We are storing about 100 megabytes of metadata on Walrus, and we are linking the two of them with our NFT, which is on Circuit. And this is the backend of our application. As far as the front end goes, we have been using WorldCoin, but before this, we are doing a bit of a processing of the audio. We are extracting BPMs, Fourier transforms, and we are constructing these patterns. This is our front end, built as a WorldCoin mobile app, and when you start, it will show you what you are going to see on the device. You can download many different experiences. Our idea is to create a marketplace where creators, psychiatrists, psychologists can share the trip with other users and hopefully create some really cool experiences that will add value to the well-being of a life of a person. These are our 4 devices. We are going to show them and let everybody try them in a booth that is going to be located there. So if you want to sign up for a queue, you just have to come there. And as long as you have never experienced epilepsy, this device is just good. We only got good feedback so far. One in particular from a guy suffering autism. He told us that normally he couldn't listen to guided meditation audio because it's really a struggle for him to focus, but with the light, probably his brain was being overused and he was able to focus and follow the meditation, and he really liked the experience, and also he was able to understand things about the environment that he was not paying attention to, and that made his whole experience at this hackathon better after trying to meditate with us.
Who tripped with us over the hackathon? I want to see hands in the air. Who was tripping with us? How was it? Let me hear you guys.
You can also tell them to join the waiting list. Okay.
We still have 1.5 minutes.
What year is it?
Can you show the link to the waiting list? We can share the experience.
That was very relaxing. It actually felt really amazing. I just want that Spotify playlist, if I'm being honest.
So
but
if you want to join the waiting list, you can just go to this site, chromamind.0xshazam.xyz.
This is one of my favorite live demos. I actually got to sleep on the job. Lovely. Please give them a big round of applause.
Thank you very much.
It feels really good.
Go. Whoa.
All right. 2 more demos to go. Let's welcome our second last finalist, Privy Cycle. Please give them a big round of applause.
All right, guys, I know all of you are waiting till the end to see who won which bounties. The guys were enjoying to give the relaxation to others, and I had an absolute fun blast weekend because I was hacking with 3 guys and teaching them all about menstruation and fertility and period and blood, and I had a lot of fun. So we built end-to-end encrypted, privacy-first period tracking app. So let's talk about periods, and let's break a taboo in a circle. So approximately 200 million people worldwide actively use tracking apps right now. And in almost all of the cases, they don't own their data. And unfortunately, most of their data is also used against them. So I learned in media that my data on the app that I've been using for about 4 years and tracking my menstruation app was sold to a specific government. And right now, that government is using that data to penetrate that woman in court, that she got an abortion abroad. When I decided to leave that app, I had information tracked there for over 4 years. I could not take that data with me, and I just could only screenshot some of the information and go. So we looked at the market overview, and we realized there was no app built like that. And so let's use blockchain where it's not just nice to have, but it's must to have. So we build the features like end-to-end encryption, local data storage, not sharing with the third parties, open source, some cool dashboards, but perhaps let's get into the live demo so we can show it to you right away. All right, so first of all, this is catered not to the Web3 people, right? We are trying to reach the wider audiences. So nothing over here is gonna say anything about Ethereum or Web3 or decentralization. So I'm gonna log in with my email. All right, I'm gonna get a key to my phone. And you can all ask after the presentation what ridiculous questions the guys asked me about the period and blood. All right, so let's pretend I'm in my dashboard for the first time. I'm logging in. Let's say I started my period today, okay? I had back pain, I was feeling headache, I had mood swings, food cravings. Next. Right. Some of you don't even know that those are the symptoms to have. I'm also feeling tired. Energy levels, kind of low. I wish I slept. I did not. Okay, save. So now I logged in. I have a dashboard of information, and I can come back to this app, and I can continue logging in my information. I can choose how much I want it. Fun fact, all of this is encrypted already, and if I want to share my data, I can. So what I'm going to do now, I'm now going to encrypt, put it on IPFS. Just a second takes. All right, now, this is where the fun part comes in as well. I want to share this information with my partner so that he knows, and I don't need to tell him, he can just log in, and I can send him this encrypted data. So, now, let's go to, let's say my partner's email now. Please, your private key. All right, he's logged in and he's part of my circles, okay? I demoed this a bunch of times so you see a bunch of different information, but this is what you would see, right? You would see different symptoms from me. We could also, if we're trying to have a family, I would not need to break the third wall and continuously tell him about the information when I'm the most fertile. He could come and see in here. We also built some cool AI in the back end that will automatically also give you anonymized AI data tips. For example, hey, during this period, maybe stay away or bring her chocolate and some flowers. Again, it's going to be based on anonymized data, which is really cool. We also built a dashboard for the doctors, so just for you to see over here. The doctor, if you can choose this in your privacy settings, if you want to give an access to your doctor to export PDF file, give the CVS data, there's already some insights from the AI that we're giving to the doctor as well. The idea here is that you own your data and you can take it wherever you want to, and it's immutable because one day on the first day of my daughter's period, I want to give this as a gift, which would be pretty cool because then she would be able to prevent a lot of the genetic diseases. She could be able to calculate her fertility much easier and much better. All right, and just to kind of go back to give some heads up to some of the people how big this industry is, I'll give a word to the man.
Yeah, absolutely massive industry, expected to be close to about 10 billion over the next 10 years, hit that mark by 2034. That's just for menstrual tracking apps. So we're going to keep building. Obviously, this is really important stuff. We're going to abstract out the crypto as much as possible and just make it really easy for anyone to use. Try to implement Taco, threshold access control, the best end-to-end encryption tooling in Web3 that's more importantly end-to-end decentralized, and that's with Taco.build. And we'd like to say thank you.
Let's break the echo chambers. Let's talk to each other about taboo things because that's how we're going to move forward. Thank you so much for this weekend, guys.
Amazing. The other thing I want to point out is that everything we've seen is mostly live for everybody to try out and starts with telling you about what problem is being solved. And you get to see the problem, the solution, and the live implementation. And that's an amazing trend that I can't wait for it to continue for the rest of the events. Last finalist demo of this event. Please give a massive round of applause to Polybat.
Thanks, everyone. So our product is. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Good. Okay. All right. So our product is Polybat. It is a router for Web3 prediction markets. Right now, prediction markets that are on the most popular ones like Polymarket and such are public, and this is a real problem for sharp bettors who want to conceal their alpha and not send signals to people when they know something that the others don't. Through our Oasis contracts, sharp bettors are able to conceal their knowledge by placing private bets against our Oasis smart contracts, and we proxy those bets to the target markets that they actually want to place bets on. This is how it works. We have an indexer that's running against the marketplaces that we're tracking data from. Right now, this is running against a closed-sourced market on Solana DevNet, actually. And whenever we see that we get a new market, we index it, and we run an agent process to find equivalent markets that relate to the market that we just inserted. Having a network of similar markets that exist across marketplaces is important because the more marketplaces that you have bets on, the lower the price impact that you have, therefore the more shares that you can get, the more that you obfuscate your bets, and the more profit that you stand to get down the line when we start doing arbitrage. For the discovery process, we provide a front end that shows you related markets and gives you suggested groupings of markets that you can place a bet against on a bet slip. And we also have an ASI-enabled agent that's hosted on Agentverse, where you can just say what you want to bet on, and it'll link you to either proxy markets on our platform or external markets that we have indexed and put on the hypergraph. So the research process, by the way, this discovery process, this is all done live, and it's the exact same process on the back end that identifies related markets as it is here in the discovery process. All right, so you can consider, long story short, the hypergraph to be our storage backend, the ASI model and agent interface to be the search engine, and our front end to be a directory of markets. Let's try placing a bet. So when I place a bet, I can choose the markets that I want to bet on. I'm going to bet on these two, and I'll just bet 25. When I run this, this will place a bet on the Oasis contract, which has an encrypted contract state. There's only two entities that can see the bet that I'm placing and track it back to me. It is the contract itself and the user who actually placed the bet. This is because Oasis's state is private and encrypted, so nobody, including us on this stage, can see who is betting on what. This triggers an event, which triggers our bet router. And our bet router is a Raffle app that is running in a trusted execution environment. We know that chart bettors don't trust anybody. We don't expect them to trust us, and that's why we let them verify our scripts that we're running when we're placing proxy bets on their behalf. All right, so let's wait a moment for the bet router. Waiting a moment for the bet router to run.
It's good.
It's good? Okay, perfect. All right, so our bet router ran, and we can see on Solana DevNet, there's our transaction. All right, so earlier we said that more markets means more opportunities. We unfortunately can't show a market to, close a market to show this feature because we actually don't own the marketplace that we're deploying against. It's, again, closed source and completely private. But what happens is that because we know which markets you've bet on and we know how the markets relate to each other, when you bet on multiple marketplaces, it creates a unique opportunity for arbitrage where if one market resolves on one marketplace and we know the markets that are closely related or equivalent to that market that was just resolved on that marketplace, we can accurately predict which bets you're going to lose. This triggers a sell process where if we know that there is a losing bet, we don't know who they belong to, we will automatically sell it if you have this auto arbitrage flag enabled. That's a part of the aggregation service that we offer on this platform. Let's see what else. Yeah, I guess that's it. This is Polybets. I would encourage you to embrace entropy and shut down the copy traders. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, we're going to go switch to my computer. And those were our 10 finalist demos, so please give another round of applause for these 10 teams. BeamPay, POAP, Privacy Only, Danks, Previous Cycle, Polybat, Chromamind, Livestreaks, Polybat, Privacy Link, Space Club, and Hashlocked. And this is what they are all going to get. It is such a nice, incredible trophy. I don't know why we haven't done this any sooner. Okay, now it's the part that all of you have been waiting for. It's time to talk about being on chain. We are very much at the tail end of this hackathon. You've submitted the projects, we've seen the 10 teams, and the thing I want to talk to you all about is the packs. All of you have hacker packs minted, and with the end of this event, you all get to be eligible for minting the Builder and the Pioneer pack. And the cool thing about this is it's based off of the number of events you've participated in and also some of the prizes you've won. So this is a race condition because you'll know if you can mint them after this slide when you learn about what prizes you've won, but it bundles on a lot more cool things. All this stuff is on ETHGlobal.com/packs, and this is actually available for not just the hackers, it's for our partners, mentors, volunteers, speakers, judges, everybody who's here in the building. The cool things as a highlight are you get all to mint your ENS name as part of finishing a project. And for those of you who are going to be eligible for Builder and the Pioneer pack, you get tens of thousands of dollars in credits to different products that you get to use, such as RPC, discounts for auditing, and a lot more in the middle to make your app be ready for production, which is going to be amazing for us to see. The other thing I want to talk about is ETHGlobal Plus. We're going to be giving away this to some teams today, but ETHGlobal Plus is something that we've been working on for the last year, and it's here for you to experience this entire Web3 ecosystem all across the globe. This is a way for you to not only just support us, but be part of the entire Ethereum ecosystem. You get to be part of all different events, all the conferences that we do, all the hackathons that we're doing. But we also know that this world is global, and all of you are going to be more and more in a situation where you have to be in different parts of the world, whether it's for fun or for work. And we're helping make that a lot more seamless and doing that on chain. So you get things like access to all of our city packs, which give you access to anywhere from local excursions to eSIMs, to Uber credits, to hotel discounts. If you're a developer, you get more startup credits and faucet tokens. All the side events that are happening all across the globe, including all the ETHGlobal meetups. All of this is just bundled and built into this. And after many, many, many months of work. I'm super excited to announce that we've just added a partnership with Priority Pass. And now, if you're one of the ETHGlobal Plus holders, you get the Priority Pass membership given to you, and you get lounge access to over 1,700 lounges in the world. It's going to be awesome. It's live now. If you already hold Plus, you can simply just go and press the button, and if you leave tomorrow or even tonight, you will have access to a lounge basically instantly. All this is on ETHGlobal.com Plus, and we're getting there. This is all managed on-chain. This is cool. Okay, now the part that all you've been waiting for, and the part that I have to prep myself, because there are over 100 slides of me talking about all the prizes the teams have won. And it's going to be a very good experience this time, because I actually took a nap. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about which teams won what prize. And only when you hear your own team's name, I want you as a team to shout as loud as possible. Yeah! Thanks, Jordan. And the team that's going to be the loudest, each member on that team is going to win a Ledger Flex. Now I have your attention. But the live scoring is not going to be permanent. So if you were loud before and somebody shouts again and you win a prize again and you're not loud again after that, you have lost your rank in this game. So are we ready? Okay, save your energy, no shouting. I'm not ready, I gotta fuel up. Okay. $275,000 in prizes are going to be given away in the next 15 minutes. We are going to start with 1inch. The best non-EVM extension goes to Hashlocked. You win $6,000. I don't think he needs to ledger at that point. Swapati wins the second place $4,000 prize. And Giant Anteaters is the third place $2,000 recipient. All right. I mean, I guess you just have to live with the money. The best limit order category prize winner is Zenny for $3,000. Is Zenny in the room? Prism Orders is the second place $2,000 winner, and Funding Rate ARB is third place for $1,500. Wow, all of you are sleeping. And 4 teams are the best use of 1inch APIs. So Dr. Glue, Gas Genius, Make Cat Fat and Save, and Romy. Romy is the loudest team in the room and the winner of $375. Amazing. Who's scorekeeping on our end? Romy. All right, this happens every time I forget, so thank you. On to Layer 0. XPair is the best omni-chain integration, and you win $6,500. Fluxo is the second place $4,500 recipient and the loudest team in the room. And RWA Link is the third place $1,500 winner. For the best DeFi primitive, Omakase Protocol is the first place, not loud enough, $4,500 winner. And PPTP is the second place $3,000 winner. Congratulations. On to World. BetterBox is the best mini app. And I'm going to give you one more chance. BetterBox is the best mini app and the loudest team in the room. Livis is the second place $4,500 winner. And Nudge is the third place $2,000 recipient. Nudge is the loudest team in the room. For the 4 teams who are runner-ups, Amply, World Relief, SwagMe, and Chromamind win $1,000 each. SwagMe is the loudest team in the room. Nice. And these 38 teams are splitting the pool prize. Please don't shout for this one. because I don't want to read all 38 names. But you win $78.95 each. All right. On to Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. Assetsphere is the most impactful AI agent for $5,000. Ah, come on, a little bit more energy. Okay, you got a second chance, and you did not take advantage of it. Polybat is the second place $3,000 winner. Not loud enough. And Askworld is the third place $2,000 recipient. That is now the loudest team in the room. Wow, that was loud, and you were all the way at the end. Amazing. Askworld leads the board. On to Avail. Buddy is the best Nexus SDK category winner for $2,000 and Ascent and Session Flow will be winning $1,000 each. For the most innovative use of Bridge and Execute, Nexus Fund takes in $2,500. Congratulations. On to Chainlink. CCTUP is the best use of CCIP. That's like more than 5 people. What's going on there? Which one were you? Are you CCT up? Loudest team in the room. Privacy Links is the second winner for $2,000, and Romy is the third place. Oh, you guys blew it. You were at top once. CCT, one up to you. Look at that. For the Connect the World category, RainGuard is the best team, winning $2,000, and Full Circle is also the second team, winning the same prize for $2,000. Neither of them are here. Shame. All right, CCTUP is the loudest team in the room. On to Circle. Open Relief is the best multi-chain USDC payments app, but not as loud. And Full Circle is the second place $1,500 recipient. Savio is the best use of USDC to pay for gas, loudest team in the room. And Taparoo is the best gas abstraction. You win $2,000 and a cough syrup. The best use of Smart Wallet goes to Credura. You win $2,000. Congratulations. All right, on to ENS. Git Vault is the best use of ENS for $3,000. Congratulations. Ilara and Substream are the most creative uses for ENS for $2,000 each. And POAP Privacy and Context.eth will be taking home $1,500 each. Amazing. On to the Ethereum Foundation prizes. MobiScale is the best use of ZK on MoPro. Ah, that's a different protocol. MoPro. Zkipper is the second place $1,500 winner. And Prove is the third place $1,000 winner. Congratulations. Then we have Flare. RampNet is the best use of Flare. Curve League is the second place $2,000 winner. Very close. And Prove Me Wrong is the third place $1,000 winner, and they did not prove us wrong. The best cross-chain category winners are Trustworthy Transfers and Dynamica, and you both win $1,000. Congratulations. On to Flow. Cosmic is the best killer app on Flow for $3,500. Roll the Credits is the second place $1,500 recipient, and the loudest person in the room. And Viral Trust is the third place $1,000 winner. Cover Vault is the best cross-chain DeFi app on Flow. You win $2,500. And Loggerhead Finance is the second place $1,500 team, and that is the loudest team in the room. That was very loud, and you are literally at the end. That's impressive. Loggerhead Finance. On to Fluence. AI Influencer is the best use of Fluence virtual servers on AI. You win $1,000. And that's okay, AI folks. Raise your hand. That was like 10 people. What's going on? Okay, that doesn't count. That was, okay, well, you know I can see it's right. It's just, nope. That other one, Loggerhead, is still the winner. But I was loud. Good group effort, but I was cheating. you win $1,000 for the best virtual server image category. On to Hedera. Cover Vault is the best project on Hedera for $3,000, and Air is the best AI project for $2,000. CCTUP is the best EVM hack on Hedera. And the loudest team in the room again. I feel bad for the person in the row in front of you, which was, before you, the loudest team in the room. So it's doubly funny. And InfraLink and Dynamica are the two teams winning $1,500 each. Okay, CCTUP is the top team. On to Katana. Volta Alone is the best and coolest project built on Katana. You win $1,500 for first place. DeFi Valley is the second place. 1250 recipient. Very close, very close. You want to try one more time? Volta Alone. That was worse than the one before. All right, just be happy with the 1,500 for now. DeFi Valley is the second place 2050 recipient, and Zero Blade is the third place $1,000 winner. Congratulations to all Katana winners. On to Ledger. Okay, this is like doubling up on this thing. This is your chance. You ready? WalkMe Ledger Connect is the best hardware integration with Ledger. The thing is, you still win a Ledger, I think, so it doesn't matter. And Ledger Flow is the second place $2,000 winner. Congratulations. And Clear Sign Kit is the best use of clear signing. You take home $2,500. And ERC 7730 JSON Builder is the second place $1,500 recipient. And then a Ledger, this is not going to go well for me. A Ledgerly is the best documentation category winner for $1,000. Congratulations. On to Oasis. NeonCat is the best project on the Oasis stack. You win $5,000. Trigo is the second place $3,000 winner. And Polybat is the third place $1,500 recipient. They just gave up, we can just tell. It's been a long day for all of us. And the best developer experience goes to Walrus T for $500. Congratulations. On to Self. Backup Buddy is the best SDK integrations. You win $5,000, and that's a good way to show CCTUP who is the loudest person in the room. Nice. And Self-Care is the second. This did not go well for the person sitting in front of him. Self-Care is the second place $2,500 winner and the loudest team in the room. And Ascent is the $1,500 third place winner. And SeedSwap is the best off-chain SDK integration winner for $1,000. On to the graph. Hypermaps is the best hypergraph application. You win $3,000. And Livus is the second place $2,000 recipient. CCTUP is the best. Oh, that was good. You don't even have to shout anymore. You got like 7 chances and like $1 million in this. Just buy a Ledger at this point. But you win another $2,500. And Circle Subgraph is the second place $1,500 winner. And Cosmic is the best use of GRC20 TS library, and you take home $1,000. On to Walrus. Walltube is the best app for storage. Very close, very close. You had to sit together. I feel like one of them was like on the other side. You got so close, so close. But you win $2,000, and GitVault is the second team winning $2,000 as well. And Walrus SDK for iOS, Wallcache, and Truth Protocol are the 3 teams winning $2,000 each for the best developer tool category. Next up is Zirkit. BeamPay is the best use of account abstraction. You take home $2,000. And the loudest team in the room. I really hope CCTUP wins another prize next slides, because now it's like a one-off. And Privy Cycle is the best project deployed on Zirkit, and you take home $3,500. Fish steak. Fish steak? Fish steak? Circuit prologue. What do you guys think? Does that count? I'm not seeing a lot of consensus. You want to shout, Jordan? I still think that team is louder. But you win $1,500. And Show Up is the third team. Show Up is the loudest. They showed up. $1,500. On to Euler. Sigma Vault is the best Euler swap build category winner. You take on $3,000. And DeFi Valley is the second place $2,000 winner. Next up is Hard Hat. Clear Sign Kit, Mosaic, and Roll the Credits are splitting $5,000 each. So you all get 1666.67. Next up, IntMax. Ghost Payroll is the best use of IntMax. You take them $2,500. IntCash is the second place $1,500 winner. And Substream is the third place $1,000 winner. Very close, very close. Maybe this is the incentive for you to work in teams instead of individuals. I feel like you can win this thing easily if you team up. 5 people shouting. On to Mantle. Pace is the best finance app on Mantle. And the most impressive scream I've heard so far. You are top of the list. And you win $2,000. And Yield GPT is the second team, winning $1,000. Whoa! Where were you hiding? That is the loudest team in the room. Wow. And Sigma 1 is the most killer app on Mantle, and you take home $2,000. On to Privy. Privy Cycle is the best consumer app on Privy. You take home $1,700. And Pace is the best app using stablecoins on Privy. You also take home $1,650. And Astrofy is the best DeFi app on Privy, and you'll be receiving $1,650. On to Ronin. Helpify is the best consumer DeFi app on Ronin. You will be taking home $2,500. Deal With Me is the second place $1,500 recipient. And Ronin Rivals is the third place $1,000 winner. Nice. Then we have Saga. Money Mule is the best app on the Saga chain. You win $2,500. ZK Bridge is the second team, winning $1,500. And Game Maker is the third place, winning third place, $1,000. You got close. Then we have Zero G. AI Influencer, Warriors AI Arena. Wait, where is this team? Raise your hands. Okay, no. If you were a little bit behind in the back, that would have been very loud. And Privy Cycle are the 3 teams splitting $5,000 each, and you'll be taking home 1667.67. Those were all the prizes and all the winners. Everything is now live on ETHGlobal.com/showcase. In a few minutes, you'll be able to see your own totals. So seems like everybody except CCTP needs to not worry about adding the numbers together, but you'll be able to see the total very soon. Now, a quick note about the prizes. Everything we just talked about are not the final versions of the prizes. We have to do everything in the same day, so we do our best to wrap things up, but it takes us 2 to 3 weeks to wrap and confirm all the prizes. So things may change, the amounts could change, some teams can get disqualified. All these things happen, and it takes multiple weeks. So everything we hear is tentative and not final. In 2.5 weeks, we'll be emailing you, listing all the prizes you are still going to receive, and you get to confirm everything there, including the details of where you want to receive them. So some things may change, but our timeline to give everything out is August 1st, so about 3 weeks from now. Now, before we wrap everything up, we want to say a few thank yous. I want to make sure that we save all of our little bit of energy to thank a lot of people that helped make this event possible. So I'm going to give everybody 5 seconds of breathing room, but when I have all of you get ready to really give a massive round of applause to everybody that puts this together and helps make these amazing weekends enjoyable for all of us. I want to start off with all of you hackers. Please give yourselves a massive round of applause for spending the weekend with us. All of our incredible judges, keep the claps going. They took all this morning to talk to all of you. So many mentors and volunteers who did so much work behind the scenes to ensure that you are never worried about anything at the venue. All the speakers who did all the workshops, educating all of you on the latest things. Hundreds of partners who are here helping ensure that you have the best experience with all these protocols. The venue, the staff, the catering, every partner and every vendor we work with, from photographers to videographers, give them a massive round of applause. We're going to keep them coming. And a extra special shout out for the rest of the ETHGlobal team. So thank you to George, Alex, Karen, Aubrey, Val, Pascal, Richa, Sophia, Calvin, Maggie, Nuno, Anna, Moaz, Emily, Jacob, Andrew, and Liam. Okay, 5 more slides, I think. Maybe 10, I don't know. Very much at the end. We saw 10 teams come here. They were our finalists. They did some cool live demos. We talked about who the prizes are from all of our partners. But we talked about this thing in the opening ceremony, that the finalists were actually going for a lot of cool other things on top of it. And they're going to be getting an additional $1,000 from ETHGlobal per member to congratulate them on building something super, super cool that all of you get to use and for them to talk about this thing. But that's not all. It's going to be bundled with our newest pack, which is going to be the finalist pack for this event. So in addition to any other prizes they've won, they'll be receiving access to free ETHGlobal Plus, which now has lounge access. $1,000, of course. We'll be flying them to the next event, and they're going to be getting a $500 flight credit for the next hackathon. They're also going to have an on-chain proof for being a finalist, so anybody can open up access to different protocols and services, which happens a lot. And we're doing a lot more events with different founders in this space, so you get to talk to them, get advice, understand their stories, or ask them questions about how you can take your projects to the next step. And over $15,000 of developer credits, including AWS, so you get to not have to worry about any of the infrastructure when you want to take your projects from a hackathon weekend to an actual company that you want to build from this. And cool things like an exclusive hoodie that only the finalists have, and everybody's going to be able to get that, and we'll ship them to you wherever you are in the world. You, of course, get 10 times more tokens for the faucet, so you never have to worry about being a good developer here. And with the Plus and everything, you get access to all Pragmas this year and mid-next. And by the way, all the finalists will also receive their Ledger Flex, so they didn't even have to shout. I know. To be fair, they didn't. So they get to be part of any of these events. We'll fly them in. And the 3 upcoming events we have are New York, New Delhi, and Buenos Aires. These are going to be all pretty big because this is going to be an awesome community that we get to be part of. And of course, ETHGlobal Plus will be given to all of these finalist teams. So I want to congratulate everybody for being here. Before we end everything, I want to talk about what's next. I want to quickly talk about our upcoming few events, starting with the 10th anniversary of Ethereum on Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. This is going to be live very soon on our website. We're going to be doing events in all these cities confirmed. We added actually a few cities from talking to all of you this weekend alone, and we're going to probably double this number in the next coming week. So you get to be part of all of these events in where you are, or even help us host one of them across where you are. All this thing is actually live on our Luma page. You can head over to Luma/ETHGlobal or our events page on the website, and it'll redirect you to the right place. And we hope to see a lot of you in where you live instead of you coming all the way here. And speaking of hackathons, we have a few more hackathons coming up, starting with our DeFi hackathon in partnership with 1inch to talk about cross-chain applications. That's Unite DeFi. It's async. It's going to be online. You can hack from wherever you like. And that starts on 25th of July, which is this month. You can sign up now. There's already so many people signed up and so many amazing prizes. This is one of our first online hackathons where over $500,000 of prizes are being given away for just building on cross-chain applications and DeFi. So this is going to be amazing. Then we have New York coming up, which is in August, 6 weeks from now. If you are in New York, we'd love to see you here again. This is one of our events we've done many times. And then I'm super excited to announce our next async hackathon, and it's all going to be about AI agents. So the first 2 weeks of September, we're going to be doing another AI crypto hackathon, specifically focused on agentic worlds and doing autonomous agents. So hope to see a lot of you try out what's now possible 6 months later or 9 months later with AI. And then we have New Delhi as our September event, ETH Online, which is going to be the entire month of October as our biggest online event that we've done for 6 years now. And our last in-person event and event of the year is going to be at Dev Connect in Buenos Aires. That's from November 21 to 23. If you think this was big, you'll be shocked for what the next one is going to look like. All this is live. You can go everywhere and sign up for all these events on our website, ethglobal.com/events. And with that, I want to thank all of you for being here. The after party officially kicks off now. It's all at the same area where you've been getting all the food. Thank you so much for being part of this entire week in Cannes with all of us, and we hope to see you at the next one. Thank you, everybody.